Chris Level here with another edition of Patriot Talk. My man Joe Sexton, as always, is part of these. We're going to get to a lot, not just football, but we're going to get a lot of Liberty Patriot activity going on here. Athletics, some festivities. Joe's favorite. He loves the festivities, folks.
Love the festivities.
Loves the pomp and circumstance, which is, for a coach, it's just another fancy word for distraction when you're trying to keep kids focused and all that. But no, we'll get into all those things. So first of all, let's talk some ball here right out of the gate because your kids' long road trip to Dumas last week, both the freshmen and the JV team. Everybody around here has got a tremendous amount of respect for the program that Dumas has had for the last decade.
Yeah, they've been really good for a long time.
And you guys went up there, and the JV team won, I think, 35-21 to improve to 5-0.
That's correct. You just never know what's going to happen when you take a 3-hour bus ride, and it was a great trip for us. Freshmen go up, played one of their better games. They really didn't come out on top, but I thought they had every opportunity to win the game. That there was just a couple of things that didn't quite go their way, but I was really happy with their effort. And then the JV, when you play Dumas, you're always concerned about can we match their physical, because their head coach is an old school smash mouth.
Blue collar.
Exactly right. And when you play Dumas, you're gonna get beat up. And that's kind of what we were concerned about. And so by halftime we were like, I think we matched them pretty good. I really think that we matched and probably exceeded their physical just a little bit. We had our own big hits. I think we came out and kind of surprised them right off the bat, because they had beat Lubbock Cooper High School. So I really thought that they were thinking that we were going to be a pushover, and kids kind of rose to the occasion, and I was very pleased with that game.
Yeah, that was long ways off, but very productive. When you guys got home a little late.
Yeah, it was a late night.
Right, Wednesday night, yeah.
But just like we've been talking about, once we start district play next year, there's going to be a lot of late nights, and I was really proud of our kids the next morning. They were all at school the next morning. That was one of the things that we communicated to the kids. All the coaches are going to be here the next morning. So we want all you guys with bright, smiling faces to be here also. And they were there. So it was really good.
Welcome to athletics.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it works. Sometimes there's some travel involved and quick turnarounds.
Especially in West Texas.
Absolutely, yeah. Not everything's just exactly close to each other.
No, it's sure not.
So with that being said, you guys kind of have, again, for those that don't realize this, your schedule's kind of wonky just because there is no district.
Right.
You're kind of trying to find games, find better games. Some teams are going, okay, I don't know if this would be a good thing for us or for you guys, and so you've kind of tweaked a few things, like the Post example. Post was supposed to play, but I don't know if that would have been good for anybody. But you're going to go to Wall.
Right.
Okay. Now, I know enough to know about Wall being a suburb of San Angelo. I know that they are this is one of those really salty
they're good at everything.
School programs that's good at everything. So kind of take me through how this came to be.
Well, when you're trying to piece a schedule together and you're trying to find games that are going to be productive for you, we've played some games where I really don't think that we were pushed that much. The Dumas game definitely was probably the best game that for us, just because of how physical they are and they're well coached. So I think we're going to get something pretty similar to that. This time of the year, grades came out last week. Kids are getting kind of banged up a little bit, so there's all sorts of people looking for games. And just happened to come across Wall needing a game. So granted, it's not the closest game, but I think it's the best game for our kids.
3 hours away?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's just right on the other side of San Angelo.
Which is basically the same trip to Dumas.
Right.
The better news for you guys though is that the game time is at 5 o'clock and not 7
Right.
o'clock. So,
Yeah, they were pretty accommodating for us. They have a freshman game right before ours. We're going to be right before ours, but they bumped our game up to 5 o'clock, and they're going to play their freshman game at 6:30. So,
okay.
I was very appreciative of
Yeah.
Coach Guy doing that,
And only have 4 JV games left. I think you're hopeful that you have 4 games
Right.
left because right now you just have 3 on the books. I mean, you obviously going to play Wall, going to play Lubbock Christian's JV team, and you're going to play, I believe, Shallow Waters
right.
JV or freshman team at the very end. But you're looking for something.
Right. Yeah, we'll find another one. I think we have one. I think it's week 9 that we're going to try to find. And with all the people looking for games, I really don't foresee that being a problem. Now, where it's going to be, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we shall see.
We shall see.
Okay, let's get into some other. Okay, so we're starting to see what these guys are kind of living a high school life a bit. Like you
Sure.
have some kids out greeting at the high school, which is kind of something that you're big on. Kind of that. I don't know if you want to call it community outreach, but just like kind of showing their faces at other parts of the district, which is something that I know is important.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot more of that coming up. I think we have another date at North Elementary here in a couple of weeks. I think we're going to try to hit West some, but it's really fun seeing those little kids. Mom and dad are trying to tell the little kids, hey, goodbye, have a great day, and as soon as they saw those football players standing at the door, it's like shot out of a gun. They went running up to our guys, and it was fun to see some of those little kids.
You pay it forward, man. You just they were all in that same spot one day too, and
Right.
you just look, and some of your players are still pretty young.
Oh,
but,
right.
But to those second and third, fourth graders or whatever it is, it's like, oh my gosh,
Even kids that weren't quite awake yet, as soon as they saw those athletes standing at the front door, opening the door for them. Well, here they go.
Yeah, I love that.
It was a lot of fun seeing that.
And Caitlin's team has maybe done some of that
Yes,
too,
I think volleyball's gone over to North Elementary also, and we're going to keep doing that. We'll do it all through the year. We're going to start. Hopefully, we're going to get our Adopt a Patriot program going where we're going to go. Hopefully, get to have some lunch with the little kids, and we're still going to have kids over at pep rallies. And I think as much as we can involve the elementary schools is just going to be great for everybody.
Now take me through the salute. This is a weird week because it's homecoming. There's nobody really coming back home because it's a brand new school.
Right.
So I don't know if we've come up
Yeah, it's
with
been a little confusing.
another name for it. But there's a Salute the Patriots. Depending on when you're watching this, Salute the Patriots is going to be on a Monday night, which is kind of a similar to what the high school does with Meet the Pirates, and there'll be a lot of the teams announced and things like that, and festivities, if you will.
Yeah, coaches love festivities. You've got that game at the end of the week looming, and a lot of times it's a district ball game, and it's really hard to balance participation in the festivities and then trying to keep your kids focused, trying to play it, trying to win a game, because like I said, most of the time it's during district competition, and those are very, very important games.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
we're gonna probably get a little bit more of that next year whenever we are playing a district schedule, but it'll be good.
Yeah. Just part of the high school experience.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
Speaking of the newness here and all that, take me through. I think there's some gym activity going on. Which
We're getting closer.
Yeah, if you're a parent of a volleyball or a basketball or player or whatever or athlete, I think there's some stands being installed.
Right. We're shooting for our first home volleyball game this Saturday. I think we are getting pretty close.
Is that like a
knock on wood? I think we're getting pretty close to having our bleachers installed, and then got to have just a little bit of work done on the floor, but I think we're going to should be pretty close.
okay?
I know the volleyball coaches are itching to get in there, and so are we. It's just we've talked about those steps, those hurdles. This is going to be getting in our gym will be that next big hurdle for us.
And the folks putting this stuff together, they're doing all they can. Some of it's totally out of their control.
Right, a lot of it depends on when we get it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right, which is out of their control. But anyway, so hopeful that is some point soon, I think is fair to say. But I wanted to make sure we updated everybody. Speaking of gyms and volleyball, Caitlin's team, what were they, 3-0 in district? They have a big district game against Shallow-Water at Shallow-Water
tomorrow
on a Tuesday night, which will be a tough one. But 3-0 to start out, pretty salty.
Just watching those girls compete the other day. We played Idalou on Saturday. Idalou's been, they have a lot of good athletes over there, and our girls came in and took care of business, and just like they've done all year long. And so, like you said, Shallow-Water is tomorrow night. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really, really big game as far as that goes for the girls, and hopefully they'll come out on top.
Yeah, it'd be fun. And obviously Shallow-Water has to play hopefully at the Liberty Gym at some point.
Yes.
So, the return game. And you guys sent out some correspondence recently about letter jackets and things like that.
Right.
Explain, I know how this works, but this is always about the oldest or the varsity teams on campuses or varsity UIL, whether it's band or it doesn't matter. It's all about it's a perk of making and earning a spot on
being on an upper team.
Yeah.
Well, and we've had a lot of questions about how you get a letter and how you get a jacket. And if you participate on a varsity sport at Liberty or Lubbock Cooper High School, wherever, we're going to get you a jacket with a letter on it. Okay. A lot of the questions that I fielded over the last few weeks is who gets one, and of course we always have given academic letter jackets for kids that have a certain GPA. So those kids are going to get a letter jacket. But if you're going to participate on a varsity sport this year, so let's say volleyball, for example, all those volleyball girls, there's 16 girls, there's 14 players, 2 managers who are going to get a varsity letter jacket this year. So next year, when we have varsity football, all of our varsity football players will receive a letter jacket. So because this year, we're just playing a JV schedule. Now, if they play varsity baseball, varsity basketball, all of those kids have an opportunity to earn a letter there also. So it's just kind of I think there's that conception that everybody gets a letter jacket this year at Liberty, and no, you're going to have to earn that letter jacket, and you've got to be on a varsity team. So I hope that kind of answers some of the questions that we've had.
Yeah, and then we're doing some of these broadcasting things. We're trying to, and typically we only do the varsity ones,
right?
Whatever it may be. Like the sub-varsities is what we would term. We're not trying to break everything down and do all those. Just impossible to try to do it all. But yeah, it's always about the oldest team, the varsity teams. Yeah, typically. So I just wanted to make sure that we could clear that up. What else is going on? I know some correspondence. I mean, basketball is right around the corner. We're about to get tryouts for basketball in 3 to 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I think the girls start after-school basketball on the 18th
of October. Yeah,
October. So it's crazy that we're already into October, and that brings district cross country. We've got our cross country teams are going to be competing at district here pretty quick. So I think they compete on the 9th. So that's going to be that'll be another opportunity for our kids to advance. Okay. And like I said, basketball is getting going, so we're about to get into the thick of everything going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think that's when everything's just going on top of each other. Yeah. Right. I will say your band, the old Patriot band, did a great job.
We said this earlier that after hearing those guys play that first time at Pirate Stadium when they played, impressed.
Yeah.
And proof's in the pudding. They go out and win a competition, and great for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
You know,
Love that.
John Jones has got a great program, got a great base started. So, you know, we're excited to see them with all the success that they've had.
Yeah, and again, all this is so new and starting and all
Right.
that, but some of these programs are able to start with a pretty high bar.
Right.
You know.
Oh, you know, coming out of Lubbock Cooper High School with their band, you know, it's been good for a
Absolutely.
really long
it's
time.
A machine. Yes.
And then just getting to see, you know, them succeed in their first competition, it's awesome.
Okay, the fair was in town last week, so we'll finish up with something fun. I give you $20, and you're going to the fair. You're buying what?
I'm going right after the corn dog.
Okay, see, that's kind of a layup. I mean, it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
What else?
Well,
you got to spend it all.
So if you give me
Corn
$20,
corn dog's gonna be about $6 or
13
$7.
is what I've heard.
No.
That's the word that I'm getting.
Okay, well let's act like it's only a $6. You got to buy
Okay.
2 more items. What are you going for? at the
You know,
fair?
I'm a big fan of the lemonade. I'm probably going to get a good lemonade also.
Okay.
Because they don't have any coconut tea at the fair, so
I know
guess.
he's a big coconut peach tea guy.
So I guess we're gonna have
Okay,
to
what's
probably get a lemonade, and you know, of course, if I go to the fair, my daughter's probably gonna be with me, so I'm probably gonna have to buy her a turkey leg. I'm
Okay,
not a big turkey leg guy,
that's a
but
traditional.
yeah,
Nothing fried though.
no, I try to stay away from that as much as
No
possible.
funnel cake. No.
No, I'm not a big fan of the funnel cakes either. Fried Oreos sometimes are kind of enticing,
Okay.
but
Okay.
you know, just the corn dog. I think I'll be good with that. Corn dog and lemonade. I think that'd pretty much wipe out your $20.
Yeah, pretty close. Okay, and then I've been asked to ask you,
Okay.
what is your? I need your unfiltered Joe Sexton here.
I don't know if anybody's ready for my.
Are you?
unfiltered.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but are you aware that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are a thing?
Well, how could you not?
Okay, yeah. Well, your opinion of that, and
Well, for
we got a
one,
lot of. It's funny how the Chiefs have got all these fans.
these new fans.
Yeah, they're just like in the last 5 or 6 years. I've always been a Chiefs fan, but
I've
yeah,
seen
so-
basketball jerseys with his number on it now,
sure.
and you know, just and they're pink. And
But I feel like we needed to cover all aspects here. So
well, good for him.
It's a Travis and Taylor update here. So you know.
You know, y'all, first thing you wonder is who gets more pressed, is Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift? But you know,
I witnessed you being asked last week. As a matter of fact, nobody even knew who Travis Kelce was before Taylor Swift.
yeah, there's some people trying to provoke us, maybe just a little
Trying
bit.
to trigger
but-
you a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was good. Anyway, I just wanted to toss that in there. We're trying to cover
yeah.
all things here on the old Patriot Talk, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You didn't know I was going.
No,
there, did you?
no,
that's
that
right.
one came
I
out of left field.
I was told to ask you about it. I'm just doing.
Of course,
my,
last
doing my
night,
part.
you know, watching the Chiefs play, that was really that's all they wanted to talk about.
Was there a football game going?
They just wanted to show Taylor Swift in the press box.
That's
so.
right. That's right.
I think there may be a little bit of jealousy going on there now that between Pat Mahomes and
This is why Unfiltered right here. You're getting it straight from Coach Sexton right there. There you go. Well, seriously, back on the tracks here. Good luck this week at Wall.
Thank
should
you.
be fun. I know it's kind of a busy week for you guys, and everybody dresses up and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah, we
there's
have
all
dress
kinds
up
of-
days.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of things going on, and you're trying to get kids to be disciplined and trying to be on time and be where their feet are and focus and all that. But easier said than done.
right, it is, but I think we'll be good.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it, Coach.
You
There
bet.
it is right there. Joe Sexton. This is Chris Lovell. Joe Sexton. This has been another edition of Patriot Talk. Talk to you next time.